Hello, this is 𝐀𝐭𝐡𝐲'𝐬. Welcome to your Pick a Pal reading for comforting messages you need to hear that are of your highest and greatest good for your shifting and respawn journey, and also in general. I will be doing 3 pals, and the way this reading will work is I will shuffle the cards and interpret them for you, and on your end you will take whatever resonates after, of course, picking a pile. So you have to pick a pile first, and it's alright if you pick like multiple or just one, it doesn't matter, just whichever one you feel called to. But yeah, you'll take what resonates. And the reason with this is some things may not resonate because I'm doing like a large scale reading in the sense that I'm reading for multiple people. So it's not specific to you, but it's specific to the collective of Pile 1. And so there will be some energies that I will pick up on and some energies that I won't. And if some of the messages do not resonate for you, or none of them resonate for you, actually, if some of them don't resonate for you, don't take those ones, take the ones that resonate. But if none of them resonate for you, then maybe that's not your pal, or this isn't the reading for you. But anyways, so to pick a pile, I'd recommend you tap into your intuition and not just go off your favorite crystal or how pretty the crystal looks, but for pile 1, the crystal is Angel Aura Quartz. For pile 2, it is an amethyst. And for pile 3, I believe this is a green or blue adventurine. Can you see that? Okay. And also, if you hear any noises in the background, that's likely my sister. She's 6 years old and she's probably gonna make some odd noises and rage at the TV because she's playing a game. But anyways, pause the video, pick a crystal, and I will give the card, the pile links, the video links, the timestamps, the timestamps in the description. But anyways, I'm gonna start with pile 1. So, hello to whoever chose pile 1, welcome. I actually already shuffled for you guys. I got 2 cards from my first deck, and that's because this is a retake. So I will just interpret these cards, and if I feel called to shuffle any more cards, I will do so. Otherwise, I will inform you when the reading has ended. But I used my Murder of Crows tarot, and this is actually my shadow work deck, which is interesting because I choose the decks based off what I intuitively feel called to. But considering this is for comforting messages, this will be interesting because I'd assume, because basically from my experience, this entire deck, it's very wise. It's very honest and straightforward. It doesn't sugarcoat things, but it's not like incredibly harsh and rude, I find it to be a really nice middle ground when you want someone to tell you as it is, but also not to like dig it in, so to speak. But anyways, I got what's this? my brain was just like, wait, what is that? it's the Queen of Swords reversed. Yeah, this is her upright. Ta-da! And I got the Star. Okay, so I'll interpret these now. Okay, pile 1. So you are getting your wishes at an incredibly fast pace, and something that's coming up regarding this, even if some may not find this comforting, I wish to say it because it may be of help to you, but you at this time you need to be careful what you're asking for, again, because you're getting all these things at a fast pace. So really slow down and think about what you're doing, what you're saying, what direction you're going forth, because this is all amplifying and bubbling and coming up to the surface to serve you, to unite with you, and you must choose your union in a good way. But also have mercy for yourself and for others. Have forgiveness for all past mistakes, because those were never any mistakes. They were learning points. Just honestly, give yourself a hug. And some of you may not feel comfortable doing so, and that is okay. Do things at your own pace, but we're just here to tell you that the times you felt like you messed up a lot, the times you felt like you really regret over, perhaps it's over the time you lost, or the people you never spoke to, or the goodbyes you never said, or the attempts you never made, those were never mistakes. Those were stepping stones. Those were things you learn from, okay? Because they'll only be quote-unquote mistakes if you treat them as such, because there's so much more to them, to the fabric of the universe, than right and wrong, okay? And oh my gosh, there's an airplane. Let me just pause. Okay, it's gone. But I want you to remember this every time you feel like something has gone wrong, or you've done something wrong, or you feel like someone has done something wrong to you, or something else, you know? But basically, there is no right or wrong in the universe, okay? It's all what you make of it. So even those failures, those quote-unquote failures, those quote-unquote mistakes, they're only that way. They're only treated as that way if you perceive them. It's like, think of it as a child. A child is just as all of us. It's neither good nor bad. And society views children as pure and untainted. They haven't gone through life as much as we have, as long as we have. And in that sense, they are quote unquote pure. So when you treat a child a certain way, they're going to take that on. They're going to take that on as their personality, because they know nothing else. But otherwise, they are completely themselves. They're completely, you could call them neutral. And oh my gosh, that was disturbing. If you guys heard my sister just now, that was disturbing. She like killed a pig in Minecraft. But anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, they are completely neutral, and they take on personalities. They grow into what you give them, what you say they can. So if you're constantly calling a child stupid, or you're constantly telling them that they are bad, then they're gonna likely take that on. They're likely gonna feel like they're bad, they're stupid. And sometimes for some people, and okay, I'm doing this with movies in mind, so like some villains in movies, they never had anyone to believe in them, or they were constantly told that they were evil, that they were villainous. When they did something wrong, they were treated with so much contempt that it felt like that was all they were. And perhaps, and many fans, many people who watched movies, and some of these movies, they've said that if there was another figure in their life that could, oh, I got my voice, hold on, that could have shown them love, that could have forgiven them, that could have been gentle with them and not been so mean to them, really, then perhaps they could have had that hope, they could have had that faith in themselves, because that faith was given to them. And that's kind of the same thing, or a similar thing here. These situations, life, they are neutral. As from my own perspective and understanding, I believe that life and everything in it is neutral, and it's what you make of it. It's the narratives you give to it. So if you're constantly only looking at a situation a certain way, then that is all it will live up to you, until you change your perspective, until you change your energy. Sometimes some things can prove you wrong, but if you're constantly only allowing yourself to see a certain version of the situation, then sometimes you'll miss some important details. And in this case, the details were that it was never a mistake to begin with. It just was. And yes, it may have not gone as you wanted it to. It may have not gone ideally, but there's also something else to learn from it. There's also something else to understand, in the sense that this could have been a stepping stone. It could have even been a success in another manner, but somewhere in a way that you didn't subconsciously understand. Because that was the case for me in my shifting journey as well, in my shifting and respawn journey. A lot of my attempts, a lot of the things I read, a lot of even my breakdowns, they built my character, which in turn positively impacted my attempts. So just know that you never did anything wrong, okay? And it's not all gone it's not all gone up in flames. There's some more out there. Let me see if these cards have any other messages. And also, happy moments are coming. There, I'm seeing a vision of a person raising a sword, symbolizing victory. They look very victorious. So this can be a sign a symbol that you will be victorious in your pursuits, whether that's with shifting or respawning or something else you're manifesting, something you wish to come about. It can also be a message for some of you to embody, to take on more of that victorious energy. The word symbol keeps on coming to mind. A victorious symbol. For some of you, there may be a victorious symbol that will inspire you, or a victorious symbol being a person you may look up to, who is someone or something you look up to that you may need to pay attention to at the moment. But anyways, I'm gonna shuffle some more cards. Let's see. Also, have hope and courage, okay? I hope you can. I think I may have mumbled that part. I said have hope and courage, okay? Yes. Okay. anyways, I am now using my Whispers of Love Oracle deck. It's got very pretty art. I really like the art in this one. But anyways, oops. This is for pile 1. Let's pick a pile. But what comforting messages of the highest and greatest good does those who pick pile 1 in this video need to hear right now regarding their shifting and respawn, and also in general? Ooh, I already got on. Okay. Okay. So you got love makes the difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. Oh, this is also tying in with the last one. The interpretation I gave you, because it's like, because I was talking about forgiveness there. And a way to heal past hurts. Ooh. This kind of gives me Aphrodite energy, this card. Well, not energy, but the picture. It just reminds me of Aphrodite because I associate her with ginger hair. Oh, this it's so pretty. The art is so pretty. Oh my gosh. But honesty is essential. Speak with love and truth. It's pretty. But considering how Aphrodite came to mind, and also the Hera too. Hera is also coming to mind. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing their name correctly, but if that is a sign for some of you. Oh, also. So this is number 31. And this is number 38. So if I'm saying that in case these numbers resonate for you, and you might find them pop up in your journey, and that can give you further what's it called? Further insight into understanding and decoding them. Anyways, I'm gonna interpret these now. Okay, so for you guys, a lover is coming to say hello. There is a lover who really supports you and really guides you, who you can call on for help, who you can fall into the embrace of. They are here cheering you on, and they're here as a shoulder for you to cry on. They understand your sorrows. They want what's best for you. And it's not a mistake. It's not a mistake. I'm getting that this is, whatever this means to you, but I'm getting that this is an agreement across lifetimes. So perhaps that's in regards to your relationship, or that's in regards to shifting or respawning. But as I'm saying these words, as I'm reading these cards, I feel so much love energy. So much love. So your significant other or your love interest, they really love you, and they're ardently waiting for you. Some of you guys have significant others who are courting you, so to speak. So it's kind of like in this card how they're offering you a rose, and you may be deciding, you may be sort of getting into the relationship. Oops. And there's like, I'm getting this vision of this person so like they're very hyped. They're very ferocious in a sense. They're cheering you on. They're like clapping you. They're like, yeah, you can do it. You can do it. Cause so this person, it may not even be your lover, but it may just be someone who loves you a lot as well. They are cheering you on a lot, and again, they're ardently waiting for you. They have a lot of hope and happiness for you, and they just want you to know that there's going to be a lot of loving and happy memories for you. Some of them are deciding, they're planning out dates, they're planning out your days. I'm seeing picnics and roses and vases. I don't know the pronunciation. I'm seeing candlelit dinners. I'm seeing Paris, Eiffel Tower. And this, I forgot what it's called. It's some city, I think it's Venice. I'm not entirely certain, but it's like canoeing down the water and hearing the guitar specifically. You know how in some of the canoes they have a person singing, strumming the guitar and singing. That might be a memory for you guys, for some of you guys. And there's birthday parties, there's celebrations, and you know those little blowy things where you blow on them and they're curled up, and then when you blow they go out straight and they make this sound. I saw a version of that, and there's a girl swinging on swings, and for some of you this may be actually, I'm getting that for more of you, it's okay, so I'm getting different possibilities. So for some of you, it's your younger forms. Others, it's a younger sister. And some others, although a smaller select few, it's children, your child, your daughter. Also seeing visions of feeding each other food, specifically some white. It has cream on it. It looks like whipped cream, and it's kind of like a cake. It's from a culture I don't know of, but it's brown. It's brown. It tastes a bit like coffee with some ginger. I keep thinking leche, which reminds me of Mexico, some Mexican food. Yes, but those are some memories that wanted to be shared, some visions. Let's see. Yeah, like for these cards, I just keep the words like happy times just keep repeating. So for your shifting, for your respawn, when you're home, it's gonna be happy times, you know. But anyways, I'm gonna shuffle some more cards. Yeah. Oops. What did I do? My crystal fell. Whoops. Okay, I got a new deck. I think it was like a week or so ago. It's my wand. Oh, it's too big. Yeah. Okay. It's my. Hold on. I gotta show you this. Can you see? It's my Wild Unknown Alchemy deck. Look at that art. So pretty. I wanted to get it because it looked pretty, and it's got a lot of cards for an oracle deck. It's got so many cards, you know. I think it's like 70 something, 71 perhaps. And also it's in a hexagon shape. I like interesting looking cards, like both in art but also in shape. I actually wanted the other card. It was the Wild Unknown Archetypes, I believe, because they were circular, but this one was available in store, so I got this instead. But look, they're hexagons. Oh, you can't really see that. Ta-da! Okay. I momentarily forgot the question, but what? I don't like that setup. No, thank you. Not good, not good. Sorry. Okay. What comforting messages? Oops. Does the other housing group is good? Does those who pick PAL one need to hear right now regarding their shifting and respawn journey, and also in general? La, 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 la. What comforting messages of the housing is good? Does those who pick PAL one in this video need to hear for their shifting and respawn journey, and also in general? Oh, the housing is good. Did I mention that? Hopefully I did. Oh, okay. Oh, that was a lot of cards. Nope, not doing that. Oh, okay, there's one card. I'm not sure if this was... Because, okay. Okay, I'll put this in. So, you guys got... I'm gonna excuse my pronunciation. Hold on, how do I? Aha! There we go. So you guys got Floss Sapientum. You got the red and white rose. Ooh, Tetrosembel. Apibus. This is so pretty, look at it. So pretty. Sneakle. Sneak babies. Danger noodles. Oh, funny stuff. Can you tell? I laugh at my own jokes. Oh no, too many cards. When half the deck falls out. I love that. Okay. What comforting messages of the housing grid is good? There's those who picked that one in this video need to hear right now regarding their shifting and respawn, and also in general, please and thank you. I got a bucket full of sunshine. Oh, got another card. 2 cards. Let's see. Will I pick them both? Because sometimes they like stick together. I'll just do 2. I'll just do another one. Okay. So you got Sun Splendor. Splendor Solace. Oh, that's so pretty. We got such pretty cards. Look at them. Ah! Ah! Okay. Let me interpret these now. Oh, actually, before I do my interpretation, I'm gonna give you the guidebook meaning. I'm gonna give you guys the guidebook meaning. Because sometimes, because the guidebook is like really, what's it called? It's really helpful sometimes because it's got additional things to look into, like references to other workings like poems or books, and quotes. So I want to say those in case they resonate with you. So first we'll do Sun Splendor 195. Okay, so the keywords for this card right here, Sun Splendor, is our generosity, health, and abundance. Good cards, good card. Okay, so Revel in the glory of splendor solace. There are several cards in the alchemy deck that relate to the sun, yet this card specifically depicts the long-term effects of its radiance. Think abundance, fulfillment, and altruism. Envision celebration and collaboration. But is it possible in a complex world? The sun's splendor says yes, one day, and one ray at a time. When Splendor Solace arrives in the laboratory, the alchemist realizes that kindness and generosity are the secret ingredients. All other paths fall away. Through giving back to others and the world, we become more like the sun itself, radiant, light, and expecting nothing in return. Don't know where to start? Thank someone, then thank another person. Soon, the alchemist finds that they are not alone in their laboratory, and miracles arrive both small and large. So, to go deeper, look at the painting The Sun by Edvard Munch, 1909. And something to ponder is the divine masculine. The deck also mentions that when you focus on the sun's splendor, so when you focus on becoming more like the sun, perhaps through gratitude, and other things that make you feel vibrant and alive and more loving, this is something that's accumulated, and a narrative that is also accumulated for you. And that's also something really interesting, because if you recall my first interpretation, I was talking about how mistakes, they're only perceived in that as that way because of your perception. So this may also be something to look into, is to change your perception. So from where you are right now, you can have the vision of the sun's splendor in mind as your ideal state, and use that to focus on accumulating that energy. But also, something the guidebook talks about is that scarcity often prevents us from feeling the sun's abundant splendor. Give freely today, give anonymously even, then take note of how you feel. Okay, this is interesting because this reminds me of how sometimes with attempts we may get a bit rigid. So we may be like really forceful or really stuck in our ways. We have to do this to get that, and X and Y. And it's also something, because they mention like divine masculine, and sometimes that divine masculine energy is results focused, or at least it's my understanding of divine masculine energy, so correct me if I'm wrong, but it's more results focused, right? So and sometimes if you're in that more toxic state, it can be really like so results focused you don't even have time for rest, for forgiveness, for fluidity, for going with the flow. And over here, we're thinking that perhaps tapping more into your divine feminine energy. So doing what you want to do, doing it because you feel called to, or just screwing the rules, any rules you've set up for yourself, or any rules you feel like others have set up for you. Experiment. Like, if someone says you can't shift while sleeping on your back, then prove them wrong. I mean, like, or you can like do it without sleeping on your back. I mean, not sleeping, but laying on your back. Or if you don't feel confident enough at shifting right now, you can prove them wrong in other ways, like with outside of shifting. Just like, say if it's a manifestation way or some other thing, like literally any other subject. Someone says something, someone has an opinion, you can experiment and see what's going on, and prove them wrong. Because yes, sometimes people will say something, and perhaps like there's something. I found that, at least for myself and sometimes for others, sometimes with the entire like, with being in a manifestation community, there's a lot of focus on the mind, and people sometimes get so so protective of their mind, and rightfully so, but it can almost feel as if you're like, it can come from a really fearful state to the point where it's like you may feel despair, like you may fall into despair if you feel like you got wrong information and you've taken it on because you think it's going to manifest now because you've been subscribing to that and you've been introduced to that. So it's like, oh, there's kind of no hope, or there's a lot of work to do. And sometimes that's really not the case, because I think, like, from my case, at the very least, from my experience, even before I find out about manifestation, just because someone told me something and I listened to it for a wee while doesn't mean that I couldn't change my thoughts, I couldn't change myself, or that my mindset was screwed up. You know, it was just like, sometimes there's so much emphasis on keeping your mindset in an ideal state that we become hyper focused, hyper aware on the quote unquote impurities. And for some of those who feel disempowered, they feel like there's even more work to do when there are, again, these impurities. It can get really disheartening, but that's not always the case. You can prove other people wrong, and you can prove them wrong quickly. And just because you got introduced into something in a specific way and you want to change that, doesn't mean that you can't, or it's going to be a lot of work. Just try it out, and if you don't feel comfortable trying it out with something you feel really insecure about, try it out with something else you feel really confident about, something you're passionate about, or something you know a lot about. Just give yourself that breathing room, that room to be more playful, to be in the experience, to grow in that sense. And when it goes back to shifting and respawn, it's again just be in the experience like the divine feminine. Something I found is that just putting your attention to things, that's more than enough, honestly. Like, I've felt myself healing just by focusing and having awareness on the fear, and not like feeding into it by going, oh, I'm so scared, I'm this and that. It's just like, I acknowledge that I'm scared, but like a meditative state, I understand that it's just a thought, it's just a feeling, and it too shall pass. And that's helped it just by me just being there, experiencing it, not giving it a label, not trying to push it away or thinking it will stay, or like forcing anything. It just went away on its own, you know? But yes, that was my spiel. Let me go to the next card. The red wine. The red and white and rose. The red and white rose. I keep on thinking it's red wine for some reason. Okay, so the keywords for the red and white rose are vital force, arising, and awakening. So, in the laboratory, the merging of red and white is an exquisite moment. It means something is coming to life before the alchemist's eyes. The pristine white of the rose is not threatened by the blood red pigment. Their mixing does not make pink, rather, each color remains vibrantly itself, expressing its message. Like the rod of, forgive my pronunciation, Asclepius, representing health and vitality, the floss sapientum appears to signify the awakening of the physical as a gateway to the spiritual. Without the body, spiritual teachings remain conceptual, not yet integrated into the everyday. This card encourages the alchemist to honor the body as a temple each and every day. Observing it, listening to it, mining it for information and guidance. At its height, this card signifies a mastery, a uniting of body to serve the soul's purpose, as seen in the like of dancers, athletes, and during the birth process. So, to go deeper, view Rashid Johnson's Anxious Red drawings from 2020, and something to ponder is a white rose becoming red. So, something else this guidebook says is in esoteric yoga practices, one may understand this card as Kundalini rising, or the activation of what's in Sanskrit to call the Ida, Pingala, and Shushumna Nadis. Again, sorry about the butchering of the words, but those are the guidebook meanings, and don't always take them literally because they can be interpreted in different ways, and there's different aspects, like ways of interpreting them. So if there's like some part that like makes you feel really scared, like especially like for some of you it may have been about the body, about how the body's really important and whatever. Some of you may have felt a bit scared of that, and like there's some, something, because like for respawners, they can neglect their, not neglect, but there's not neglect, sorry about that. I'm a respawner myself, but some can not feel very comfortable in their body, and the thought of putting attention and care into their body, especially when they're leaving it behind, can be a bit scary for some. And for those who feel that fear right now from that guidebook, just wait a bit for my interpretation, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah. Okay, so this is very much a calling to go go with the flow, and understand that a lot of these things, and even just in general in the universe, in your relationships, your desired reality, you are supported and you are accepted. You are accepted in a community. You are accepted. You're accepted with love. Even if others may say that shifting or respawning is not real, don't pay attention to them. Instead, focus here on the community you have right now, the love, the knowledge, the guidance we have to share with each other, with our spirit guides, our higher selves, the universe, source itself, working, manifesting, guiding, protecting each and every single one of you. And this isn't to push on any of my beliefs onto you regarding spirit guides and higher self. If you don't believe in that, and if you don't believe in those things, then just substitute it for whichever guiding, loving force you have in mind. But this community is here for you, and the beings, because I also channel messages, but the beings who are coming through this reading, they want to say that they are guiding you. They're saying, we are guiding you, and we are hoping, we are marching forth with your success, for your success. We revel in your wisdom. You know a lot. You have learned a lot. We revel in your confidence, in the best of you, and the happiest of you, in the states of you that you have never learned and never known, the states of you that are forgiven and unforgiven, the states of you, the parts of you that are forgotten. We revel and honor in them all. And do not despair, because your time is coming soon. Your time, and when it comes, there shall be a celebration. We shall all celebrate for you. We love you. We honor you, and we respect you. Go forth, little flower, little rose. little star. Happy days, more happy days are to come. You elegantly come through in your body, and you dance with the stars. You dance with the cosmos. You pull down, you anchor, and you enliven and materialize the universe, the world within you, all around you. Do you see the beautiful alchemical process you're making? You make such beauty in this world with your vessel, with your mind, with your heart and your soul. Have honor and respect, have reverence for yourself today and every day. Yes. Because what you do, it is magnificent. It is worthy of good cause. And your desires, your wishes, they are good causes. Happy times are blissful times can be seen. Encouragement is shown all around you. So if you see our stars, our signs, and our symbols, take that as we are cheering you on. Look up to the stars. Draw out the patterns. Pleiades. The star systems. Capricorn, Virgo, the zodiac signs. Draw them out. What do you see? Today is a better day, and every day can be a better day. Little by little, step by step, leap by leap, you will move mountains, cross seas, and there is a lot of hope for you. We have a lot of hope in you, my child. That was your reading. I hope that resonated and you guys got the comfort, the messages that have help and the insight you needed, or that was helpful to you in this moment. And I would very much appreciate any feedback you guys have on this reading, especially in terms of whether it resonated. Especially since this pile, it took like 40 or so minutes. So I do appreciate feedback a lot, as it helps me understand my readings better and like improve for both myself and you. But it's also a lovely validation, which I believe is something we all need after we've worked hard and dedicated our time and our attention and energy to something. But anyways, I will be closing your reading now. Thank you for coming. Thank you for spending some time with me, Pal 1. I will be moving on to Pal 2 now. Yeah. Let's see. Hello, Pal 2. I'm doing a stretch. Welcome to your reading. I will be shuffling some cards for you. Let's see, what deck shall I use? I like intuitively pick my decks, so oh no, my crystals. Okay, those to the side. Okay, so I am using my wild I'm using my Wild Unknown Alchemy Oracle deck. I got it like a week or so ago. I'm really happy about it. I'm so happy to be using it. It's such an interesting deck, both artistically and like the way the cards are cut out, which you'll be able to see soon enough when I show you the cards I pull. But anyways, this reading this reading is for those who pick Pal 2 in this video. And so this is source. What comforting messages of the highest and greatest good does those who pick Pal 2 in this video need to hear regarding their shifting and respawn, as well as just in general now. I've been speaking for like, already got a card. Okay, yeah, I've been speaking for like 40 or so minutes, so my voice is going blah. But you got 2 cards. I'm wondering if it was because of like, yeah, I'm just gonna take them, both of them. You got the Androgyne, Rebus, and Mortification. Okay, so for this deck specifically, oh my gosh, my voice, sorry. For this deck specifically, I read the guidebook because the guidebook has some things to ponder on and some quotes which I like to say in case they resonate for you guys. But I'll do the first card. Let's see. Okay, so the keywords for the Androgyne are creative transcendence, multiplicity, and the artist. The Androgyne is a deeply revered image in alchemy. Born of Hermes and Aphrodite, hermaphrodites has been classically depicted as a balanced union of the divine masculine, the sun, and the divine feminine, the moon. Yet today's alchemist knows the Androgyne is far more nuanced than that. It encompasses the infinite spectrum and reveals itself in ever-changing non-binary forms. The divine hermaphrodite. I'm not sure if I'm butchering this, by the way. Excuse me if I'm butchering any pronunciations. But anyways, the divine hermaphrodite defies definition, as it is a deeply personal, felt experience. Accessing this fluid and enlightened state requires us to slip into the contradictory realm of the senses. Breath by breath, we are drawn into our limbs, our fluids, our orifices, organs, and cells. We let go of rules and labels. Judgment is suspended. The gods are present, as we are the creative mysteries of the underworld. For a brief moment, we hold all our complexities in one loving form. Like a newborn, we know not our name, gender, age, or location. We are the embodied artist, embraced unconditionally by sun and moon. So, to go deeper, read the poem The Idea of Ancestry by Etherigenite, and something to ponder is sexuality without language, intimacy without sexuality. And something to do is make a list of your contradictions. Start with sometimes I'm and sometimes I'm. Keep writing until you feel the inclusive power of this archetype awaken. So if you can see, let me try and show you. Yeah, right there. And though an alchemical image of completion, the androgyne makes a beginner of all of us, regardless of gender orientation and sexual preferences. Allow yourself to know nothing today. Okay, so for mortification, the keywords are decay, death, decomposition. Mortificatio is the great alchemical operation of darkness. What was once composed now decomposes. What was once presentable is now despicable. The stage cannot be avoided. The underworld has taken us into the dark interior of its belly, and here we reside until spring. Through the natural process of decay, we descend into depths we did not know existed. The alchemist soon finds mortificatio as a stage of regeneration and sacred power, where the soil is fertile and rich, offering nourishment for tomorrow. This stage cannot be rushed. The darkness must have time to do its work, to dismantle and to loosen, to free us from old scripts and stories. As we learn to surrender to this great operation, the earth churns and wisdom whispers in the dark. She envelops us with grace and the promise of what's to come. To go deeper, read the Egyptian story of Osiris, and something to ponder. Is there anything that does not end? And something this card wants to say about, this guidebook wants to say about this card is that Halloween is a global celebration of mortifactio and the underworld. If this card has got you down, flip the script. There is freedom and expression in every operation. Okay, so for your interpretation, there's strong themes of metamorphosis and decay. What was once veiled will now be unveiled. There will be deeper things to uncover, murkier waters. And as you go, as you understand more and more, you learn how to work with, how to process those murky waters, these depths to you, and as such to the universe in your favor and in great benefit to your journey and your shifting and your respawn, as well as in general. You've been doing this for a long time now, and as you uncover more and more, you become more knowledgeable, more skilled. You gain mastery, so to speak. Although one is always a student, one is always learning. And as such, you are learning to the elements, the forces of nature within and all around you. You are decomposing, uniting, reforming, becoming new, being the same. There are many truths to you that awaken, that you understand, that you perceive, that you see. You are not just one. You are many. And there is a metamorphosis, again, there is a metamorphosis to come a rebirth, a process of renewal. And for some of you, this may be literal, a literal shift, a literal respawn. For others, this decomposition, this decay, falling away of the old, it holds within it its messages and meanings. And for some, you must get comfortable in them, because the darkness holds hidden depths. As was said before, the darkness holds many nutrients for new life to form. And life forms in the subconscious. Many, many realms, hidden forests in your mind, fighting, uniting, in conjunction with one another. There is aggression and there is empathy. And as you tread through these depths of your soul, you peer into the divine beast, the deep unknown, and understand what it truly means to be you. And that is a process of awakening in and of itself. So congratulations to you. Congratulations to exploring the richness of life, of death, of the universe, of within and of without. Congratulations to seeing. And here's to the many more you shall see, you shall uncover, and you shall process. Let loose those binds, those narratives that say that this is a means to an end. Rather, hear my words, heed my words, celebrate this too. You are a knight in shining armor, on a dark horse. Perhaps you're a black knight even. Much power is within you. You are a caller of the gods. There are worlds and realms and universes for you to conquer. See, know, master, be free, hear. Like how a knight, a skillful knight, they will listen to the environment, heed the warnings and the calls, to understand which way to go, to when to pause, when to run. You too will become skilled in this sense. And here's the funny thing. The easier you try to make life, the harder it gets. Think about it. For example, if you try not to exercise, you skip exercising, the harder it gets for you sometimes. Your body needs to move, it needs to exercise, and sometimes it can just be in pain from sitting down. And in that state, you may need yoga to find relief. But some may find that to be work and therefore hard. And so, in trying to make it easy, they take on that pain, they let it accumulate, they do not let their body move and flow and sort out its pains as it's supposed to. Instead, they wait, and in that wait,
look at this, I'm on the screen right now.
It becomes more and more difficult for them. Whereas those who, let's say, those who seek a new skill, let's say that this skill will give them monetary value if they learn it well enough. although the process of learning that skill may be difficult and may be challenging for them, it will result in their life becoming easier as they have another avenue to earn from. They have more options. And so sometimes we must tread through the depths. We must face the difficulties to see, to embrace life on the other side where the grass is greener. And in also doing this, we feel pride in ourselves. Pride that we got this far, pride that we learned so much. We develop as humans, as beings, as souls, and we see new worlds. We explore rather than stagnating, rather than becoming confused, rather than not understanding. Knowledge is power. And here you have knowledge of yourself, of shifting, of how to explore the universe, of how to understand yourself, of how to handle yourself. Do you not? So aren't you powerful? Don't you have this beautiful, precious knowledge within you? This potential. This is now in the conscious mind of yours. So what will you use it for? What will you do? Look at how far you've come. Look at what you have. You have this knowledge on how to explore the universe. That is a wonderful, magnificent, beautiful thing. You have the universe that works for you. You have the comfort of knowing that what you want you can achieve. That it all boils down to you. Some people don't have that, but you do. And that is such a beautiful thing, isn't it? It can be very lovely to know. So yes, this may be difficult. And no one's saying it isn't. No one's invalidating the difficulty you've gone through. Or at least I am not. But keep going. There are rewards. There's your rebirth. There's better understanding. There is more knowledge. There are more experiences. There's more to see. There's more to explore. There's more to understand. And therefore there is more to live. More to transform into. More rainbows to see. More sparks to fly. More darkness to veil. More roses to bloom. And there's more to decay. And more to grow from the nutrients of what has passed. Anyways, I'm gonna do your other cards. Okay, so my next deck, it's more so for healing activations rather than actual divination, but I felt called to use it. Basically this has like light language, light codes, and you look at the cards to receive the activations. But yes, what card from this deck does 𝐀𝐭𝐡𝐲'𝐬 need to see right now regarding their comfort for shifting and respawn, and also in general? Which cards from this deck does this pick 𝐀𝐭𝐡𝐲'𝐬 in this video I need to see right now? Oh, got one. Oh, you got my what I call reality train surfing card, which is basically like reality shifting and reality responding, you know, exploring the universe card. And this is Worlds Within Worlds, numbered 33. So the card. I'll put it horizontally too. But pause it if you want to receive the... That's nice. Pause it if you want to see the activations or receive it. I'll pull another card since there's likely multiple people. Which cards from this deck does there's a pick pattern in this video? I need to say to receive comfort regarding the shifting respawn. And also just in general. Okay, so you got rewilding, which is number 18. Here you go. Pause it if you want to receive the activation. And okay, so this is from my empath activation cards. Discover your cosmic purpose. I put it this way so then you can see it clearer. Yeah, so it's by this person down here. Anyways, I will get another deck to continue your interpretation. Let's see. Okay, I'm using my Archangel deck. My Archangel Oracle cards by Diana Cooper. What comforting messages of the highest and greatest good does those who pick pile 2 in this reading need to hear regarding the shifting and respawn, and also in general, please? Okay, you got Archangel Jeremiah. Learn from your challenges, relax and trust. Ooh, well that jumped out. You got Archangel Jophiel. Act with wisdom. Use information for the highest good. Okay, first of all, you are doing incredibly well. You're doing so well with learning what's to come. And something that comes to mind is your survival rate for all the challenges has been 100%. You've got a perfect track record. And you are deserving of so much credit because you've done so well. You've climbed those mountains. You've trekked through the bushes. You've waded the waters. You've faced the storms. You deserve to raise your head up high. And yes, there is more to come. There is more beauty, more grace, more things that shall challenge you. But, and honestly, that is perfectly alright. That is okay. It's all going to be alright. It's all going to work out. One way or another, one day or another, one lifetime or another. Remember that energy can neither be created nor destroyed, So you are constantly cycling through, transmuting, transforming, and in the infinite nature of the universe, there is always grace. There is always something to raise your head up high about. There are beings and people who support you. Something, however, I don't wish this to be something to, so to speak, I'm not sure the correct word on how to phrase this, but basically, I don't want those messages. I just want to give you a little warning, and that's basically, yes, things can work out alright, and there is infinite nature in the universe, and it all does cycle through, but also keep in mind that your energy flows where your attention goes. So it's always better to do better for yourself, you know? And this message is more so for this message that was coming through from these cards before I said everything, like right now. It was more so for those who feel like they're spiraling, who feel like they're stuck. And that's more so saving grace for them, in the sense that, hey, you're not alone, and hey, things can get better, and you are supported, you know? But this is also not a key to not put in the work. This is not a key to just... And when I say work, I mean that very loosely, because everyone works in different ways, everyone manifests in different ways, everyone learns lessons in different ways. People don't need to work, it doesn't have to feel like work, but what I'm saying is, sometimes you can't just rely on everyone else doing the work for you. Sometimes you have to open yourself up to let those blessings come in. Sometimes you have to give permission. Sometimes you have to take those actions and those steps. So sometimes there are initiatory paths and steps you need to take yourself. This is a co-creation with the universe, okay? So I just don't want this to be taken in a way that you can essentially let yourself go and just not put in the work, not put in the effort. And when I say that, it's not put in what is called to you. Rather, it's kind of just doing, I hope this makes sense because I don't want this to be disregarding or invalidating the people or beings who don't actually do much, but they receive a lot, because yes, that is also possible, but I'm talking I'm talking about how, as there are sometimes things we may feel called to do, and sometimes it would be better for us to do those things instead of just, not doing anything and expecting it all to work out. And that isn't to say that, again, that isn't to say it can't work out, or that your assumptions, your manifestations, you expecting it and thus manifesting it cannot work out. This is more so, it's just sometimes it's just better, from my experience at least, sometimes it's better to align, to put in the work rather than not and expect it to occur. If that makes sense. Because I'm not like shutting down the infinite possibilities. I'm just giving some advice from my own understanding, because I don't want this message to be taken and be taken and used to not doing the work, when sometimes that's not what's best for us right now. Sometimes that's not what's done for us, and this isn't to control what you do or don't do, but rather this is more so a little bit of gentle help, because I know from my own experience that I used to take those words, those messages, and think it would all just work out, and I got a bit stubborn about it. I got very hard-headed about it and was like, why isn't it working? That must mean the universe doesn't support me in this and that. But really, I wasn't tuning into myself and the rhythms of the universe, of the world, and what was expected, what was not expected, but what was best for me, to do. And that, in a sense, not stunted my growth, but it was a stagnant period in my life. And it's something I've learned from now, on how to better take action. But yeah, just if you're someone who gets a bit like that, gets a bit hard-headed, and might think in taking that path that they feel unsupported, then just a little message there, to take care on how you interpret these messages. Anyways, as for the final messages from these cards, they're basically saying that things will work out. These things with your shifting, your respawn, it will work out, and, so to speak, face your head, turn your head towards the skies, towards the sun, towards the grace of the universe. And this reminds me of, I know that was another card in the previous pile, but basically, when you have gratitude, or when you focus more on the good things that are happening to you feel less alone. And this is kind of like that. This is focusing on the good things in life, even if it's the little things, like the warm rays of the sun, or how green the grass is. There's beauty to be appreciated. There's beauty to be given, and there is beauty to be received. So have patience and fortitude for the fineness in life. It's all working out in your favor. Your wishes, your wants, your needs, they are not being disregarded. You are not being disregarded at all. The universe hears you. There's no reason the universe could not hear you. You are a part of the universe, and the universe is you. And as such, everything is the universe, because we are all from one source. And as such, we are interconnected and supported in ways that we may not even consciously perceive, but it is true. It is here. The help is with us. And going back to the universe hearing you, it's like there's no way the universe couldn't hear you, and there's no reason the universe would disregard you, you know, because you're loved and cared for by the universe, by source. Your wishes, your wants, they are things that you feel would make you happy, and your happiness is important. And perhaps in the void, some people may have made you feel like your happiness wasn't important, your wishes weren't regarded or important or taken care of, but that is not the way of the universe. And that is not how the universe works, because there's not just disregard, there's not quote unquote just bad, you know? There's also, again, quoting good. There's also support. You know, life isn't just, the universe isn't just good and bad. It's got many grayness. It's got an array of color, an array of things. But overall, there is hope for you. There is care for you. There is reverence for you. If you can hear yourself, if you can feel yourself, if you can do anything or do nothing at all, the universe hears you. You do not have to be more, to do more for the universe to hear you, to cater to you. You just are, and that is more than enough. You know? It's like how a bird, it's got its own resources, doesn't it? It's provided by nature. The fruits, the seeds, the twigs, the reproduction system inside of it. It's provided. We're provided, we're heard. And you are too. We are cared for. I'll end in this pile over here. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Let me know any feedback you have, especially since this is like 35, going 40 minutes long. So I put in work and effort here, and I'd greatly appreciate any feedback, any comments you guys have. Even if it's like, you know, it's telling me if it resonates, what you liked. It's always so nice to hear. And it also gives me comfort in knowing where I'm standing at my readings, what to work on, what I'm good at. So I hope you can help me see what's great, what's to be celebrated in these messages and these readings as well. And Otherwise, let me think. Was there anything else to say? I do not believe so. Yes, so I will end this reading here. Thank you, Pal 2. Thank you, Pal 2, for spending some time with me. And I hope you have a wonderful day or night. Bye. Hello, Pal 3. Welcome to your reading. I will be shuffling your cards and seeing what to do, what messages there are for you. Okay, so I felt called to use my Tarot of Light deck. It is by Denise Jarvie. Dun, 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 da, 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 da. Oh my gosh, okay. Excuse me if I'm a bit zoned out. Doing readings does that to me. Anyways, what comforting messages of the highest and greatest good does those who pick Pal 3 and this video, this reading, need to hear regarding their shift and respawn and in general. Wise men say, Oh, you got. Let me just focus this. You got Page of Trees, Dreamer. So this is Page of Pentacles. Let's put this up here. Got the Star, Hope. Focus. There you go. Oh, you got such pretty cards. Okay, let's see what messages there are for you. Okay, so for you guys, have you ever wanted to touch the clouds, to feel them in your hands, to sleep on them, to see how fluffy they are, to, just something so high up there but so close, you wanted to be with them? Well, these cards, and also excuse my voice, I've spoken so much, so my voice is great sound effects. But anyways, these cards are here telling you that your dreams are being realized. You are reaching new heights, exploring new depths. You see these wings and these cards as well? They're talking about how you're spreading your wings, you're flying higher and higher and higher, reaching the stars beyond. Have hope for yourself today. Hope for a better day. Because you're doing so much. And you're doing so well. Your hard work will pay off. In a perfect universe, may in a perfect universe, you have everything, you know, your hard work is paid off, you've done so well. And here's the kicker, right? If you can dream it, if you can perceive it, if you can even think of the possibility, then it is so. It is out there in the world, in the universe. And if a perfect universe can be thought of, then it's there. So, have hope in that perfect universe. Have faith in that. Because the things we have hope and faith in, those are the things that we call in, that play out, you know? If we didn't have hope and faith in shifting, if we closed ourselves off to shifting and said it can never happen, we were those anti-shifters. Because this isn't a slight against those who feel like shifting isn't real, but they still want it, they still have that hope. If you're on this journey, you have that hope, you have that faith, and you have that belief. So this isn't talking about you. This is talking about, like, if we were like this anti-shifters, the ones who completely disregard shifting and don't put their energy and focus on it, then because they're focusing on other matters, they're turning away from this, then they're not exploring it to the depths that they could right now, you know? It's not that they can't do it, because they are doing it, I would argue, but there's a difference in holding a vision, because so many people, so many dreamers have had a dream, had a vision, and anchored it into reality, have materialized it into physicality. Sometimes that's where the dreams, our hopes, are where the true magic happens. And okay, let me just take away true, and let's just keep it at magic. That's where the magic happens. So yeah, reach for the stars, and far beyond that. And you're doing so right now. You're holding that vision of your shift, of your respawn. You too are like those great dreamers who shall see it into physicality. You too hold that passion, that work, that goal, one step at a time, or leaps and bounds. You work to see your dream into a reality. And again, have that motto: if you can dream it, you can see it. It is all possible. Okay, for your next deck, I'm using my Goddess Love Oracle by Wendy Andrew. And excuse me for, again, like, I know I already said this, but excuse me for like zoning out, for being a bit like woo up in the clouds, because other than doing readings, I'm getting super tired. I'm like so tired right now, because I've been here for like what? I've been doing I think this is up to an hour or an hour and a half. I've just been sitting here doing this, but I want to complete this because I'm almost done, and I can edit and upload it for you guys, and that'd be nice. I like getting things done, especially readings in one go. But anyways, what are some comforting messages of the highest and greatest good that those who pick pile 3 in this video need to hear regarding their shifting and respawn, and also in general. La 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 la. Ah, ow. Jesus.
Are you okay yet?
Yeah, I'm okay. You got protection.
Why are you still Why are you stealing?
Okay, so this is number 22. Goddess has your back. Ooh. Is that the right one, or is that me shuffling weirdly? Let's see now. La 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 la. Oops. And you got shine. This came like 3 times actually, but I thought it was because of my bad shuffling. So I was like, okay, let me put it back. But since this is the third time, I'm doing it again. I'm putting it in, I mean. So this is shine. Hold your head high. Number 32. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. Okay, let us interpret. Oh, can you see that? No, you can't. Yes, you can now. Haha.
Look at me swing it.
Good job. Okay. Yes, this is. This is talking about how you can be happy. You can have the fruits of your labor. You can enjoy the childlike's happiness. You can enjoy the gratitude. You can enjoy the peaceful, the quiet moments. Those are all there waiting for you. Like, I know we say this all the time, like, your desired reality is waiting for you. Those moments are waiting for you. But, like, stop and think for a second. Your happiness is protected. Your peace is protected. Your love is protected in one one reality or another. That is such a magnificent, beautiful gift. Somewhere out there in the universe, you can have a cup of tea peacefully. You can laugh out loud with your loved ones. You can sing freely without fear or judgment. You can fly. You can laugh unbridledly, or however you say that word. you can do all those things. You know? It's protected. Not only is it possible, but it's protected for you. You know? Again, I think it was this pal. Forgive me if it wasn't in this pal that I said this. But as I said before, the universe, it has your back. It's like, it's working for you. And this possibility and this maintenance of your happiness, it's proof, you know? Perhaps if this was a bleak world, if this is a bleak universe, if it was against us, I don't believe our happiness could be protected. I don't believe our love could be protected. I don't believe those soft, special, sacred moments could be protected. If it was a destructive, malicious force, and I don't mean destructive in the constructive way, I mean it in the malicious, the fearful way. If the universe was like that, then our dreams, how could we trust our dreams to be safe, to be held as we experience it and as we do not? And this is also something, as I'm doing this reading, I have come to realize, because in the past I thought, what if this is too good to be true? No, not what if this is too good to be true. I have said, this is too good to be true. What if it's gone? You know? And I said this about my present things, the things I had right now. I was so scared about losing it. But even when I didn't have those things, they were protected for me. They were possible for me to experience them right now. And I think now, rather than fearing it's lost, I just wish to celebrate it. I wish to celebrate this gift. Because the universe has held this happiness for me to experience. So why not laugh out loud? Laugh with so much joy, so much passion. Why not love freely? You know? It's protected. If it was protected before, it can be protected now, and it can be protected in the future. So shine. Shine. I hope you can be happy. Anyways, let's do your final cards. I'm gonna put this away. Let me go. I hope you guys have been doing well, by the way. Let's see, what final deck shall we use today? Oops. You see, I'm feeling called to pull some more cards from my tarot deck. This one. So let's see. Hello. Addy speaking. What's it called? What's the question? That's okay. Okay, I got it. I'm back online. Hello, guys. What comforting messages of the highest and greatest good? There's a big part there in this video. Need to hear regarding the shift and respawn, and also just in general. Please and thank you. Isn't it wonderful how we can divine these things? Like, look at me. I'm here reading for you. You're here getting the information. Oh, got a card. Oh, the Emperor. Father. Oh my gosh, wait, guys, look at this. Doesn't that look like a happy strawberry? Look. Happy strawberry. Oh, you can't see it properly. No. Oh. It's a happy strawberry. Or like a pumpkin, maybe? I'm not sure. It looks like a happy strawberry to me. It looks so cute. Ah, look at it. It's like a little baby, like, oh, look at my daddy. Okay, What was I saying? Oh yeah, it's so cool how we can like divine stuff. Like, imagine that. You know, that's even another way the universe is so great. Like, we get messages, we get information from our guides. Oh my gosh, my sister. We get messages and information from our guides, our higher selves, source, from the universe, you know? That's so cool. That's so wonderful. We're supported in so many ways. We're being supported right now. Do you feel supported right now? I'm reading for you. You're receiving messages from your guides, from your higher self, from all these beings who care for you, who love you. And we're sitting here today. I'm taking my time out to do this for you, supporting you. We're all supporting you. It's so cool. Like, I don't know. I just think it's so wonderful. The benevolence of the universe. The benevolence of strangers, of people, of things that we see every day. Nope. Got a card. Hello. Three of Trees, dedication. Can you see this? Yeah. Okay, let us see. 6 cards, baby. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, right. before I do this, something really weird happened, right? Like, I swear I was at like... Oh, wait, no, I'm just tripping. I'm tripping. Because I thought I was at 25 minutes for this pal. And suddenly it was at 19 minutes, and I was like, wait, hold up. How's that working? But no, I was at 15 minutes. My memory is just great. But anyways, back to the interpretation. Okay. So this one, it's telling you to live life abundantly, to laugh loudly, to do all the things you wanted to do, like to just let yourself loose, let yourself go, be free, explore. It's such a beautiful energy. It's telling you, I'm just getting this like feeling of like, you know, I'm getting this message, and this is probably just my brain interpreting it because I'm like super tired rather than like what's actually coming through, like channeled like word for word. But I'm getting like Daddy Dearest is here for you. But you can consider that as, you know how the universe, it's like broken up into multiple forces. There's like the feminine, the masculine, whatever. There are forces in the universe, you know, that are supporting you. Because like sometimes we need a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And the universe being the universe, it knows what we need and it provides that to us. And it's up to us whether we accept it or not, whether we're open to it or not. And this isn't just for the forces. This message is also for your desired reality loved ones, your desired reality loved ones, just your loved ones in general, is that they are supporting you, they're here for you, so you can be free, you can explore, you can laugh loudly, you can live, you can do the things you want to do, you can flow, you know, you don't have to be set into the standards or expectations or stereotypes that you may have felt that you needed to be in. You can do a lot more, you can be a lot more, and you can just squiggle, you know. You can like be like a little baby wiggling around like, yeah, happy times, you know, like it's cool, it's whatever. If it makes you happy, go ahead. It's so funny, sometimes it's so funny just doing silly things. I like doing silly things, like have you seen me throughout this pile? I'm just making weird noises all the time, and I find that fun too. It's really nice, it brings up the mood, you know, for me. And sometimes like those things that bring up your mood, your energy, those are super precious. Those are things you need, especially like when you feel tired or when you feel bleh, you know? It's just a nice, fun, playful addition to your life, and there's nothing wrong in fun and playfulness. And these beings, these forces see that as well, and they are in that sense supporting you to do so, to be playful, to go out and be free, really. Also, I find it so funny because like the energy from this card is like, it has a very calming and grounding effect for me, and I don't feel tired anymore. So I think like whoever was giving the message or whoever's here with me, they're probably like, Athie's getting a bit let me help her out, which thank you so much, I appreciate. It helps me. Yeah. You can just laugh freely. And if you've been sad, if you've been crying, they're here comforting you. Your loved ones are here comforting you, whether it is energetically or in person. You're not alone. They care for you. And they care for your happiness. That's why they support it. That's why they protect it. And that's why they wish to create more happy memories and moments with you. And that is a beautiful gift. But anyways, I just got a visitor, so I'll be ending this reading. Hope you liked it, and please do give me feedback. It helps me better understand my readings, and also that's some nice support and validation for me, considering how I'm taking the time and energy out to do this. So it's just a way of showing me appreciation and support, just as I showed you appreciation and support too today and now with this reading. So it's cool. We can appreciate and support each other. But yes, bye now. Thank you for spending time with me. Bye bye.